the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football. What is up, everybody? WHODEY, and welcome to Tigress Talk Season 3 finale. Thank you guys all so much for being here. We appreciate everybody watching. I'm Jess, aka WHODEY, and I'm joined by my girlies, Kayla, holding it down in Northern Kentucky, and Jerry from Florida. Well, not from Florida, but currently living in Florida, from Cincinnati. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. Thank you, everybody who's here in the chat. Stranger4420, I think he's always got the first comment. I really do. Says WHODEY, thanks, Stranger. Thanks for being here, rocking with us all season. Yash is here. WHODEY from London, England. WHODEY, Yash. Hope you're doing well over there. Crypt Keeper, ladies of the WHODEY. What's up, Crypt? Thanks for being here. Of course, Greg, the birthday boy, Greg Luther. Happy birthday to you, and thank you for being here. He says, WHODEY, ladies, let's come back strong next year. Ready for Luther Vision when ready. All right, Greg. All right. I'm sure that was just as awkward as it always is. But thank you so much. Thanks, Greg, for being here always. We really appreciate you, and I hope you're having a great day. Mary's here. What's up, Mary? WHODEY, ladies, thanks for a wonderful season. All thank you so much, Mary. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're doing well. And Tyler's here. What's up, Tyler? Says WHODEY. Rebecca Fro Moore is here. She says WHODEY. Rebecca, thanks for being here. Rob says hello from New York. Hello, Rob. Thanks for being here. And yes, absolutely. Birthday wishes. Everyone in the chat right now, wish BSG. That's Big Savage Greg a happy birthday. What's up, Dalton? WHODEY, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. Oh, it's over.
But what a way to go out, right?
I have to agree, honestly. And I know it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but it means something to us. It meant something to us, and it meant something to the organization to go out with another winning season, despite losing so many key players, especially Joe Burrow. So, hey, I thought that it was, I thought that it was the perfect way to go out. And, when the Browns were not in the playoffs back in the 2021 season when we played them in January of 2022. We rested a lot of our starters, but we never heard the end of how they had beaten us all those times in a row. So, you can't have it both ways. Either it matters or it doesn't. So
exactly.
Pick a struggle here. But yeah, lots of birthday wishes for Greg in the chat. And Greg says, congratulations to Teddy Karras. Absolutely. Congrats to Teddy. Congrats to Village of Marici. Congrats to all of us who voted. I mean, that was a huge win for all of us. I'm really proud of everyone. That's just amazing. Dalton says he's cooking and washing dishes while tuning in. Well, I'm very impressed, Dalton. Thank you so much. Wayne Downey says, WHODEY, season gone too soon. It really is. It feels so weird. It feels like way early for this season.
We got spoiled.
Yeah, we really
got spoiled.
It's amazing how fast you can get spoiled, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy when Joe Burrow's your quarterback, though. Like, you just expect it now at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah. Crazy. But, I mean, a lot of really great moments. Greg says, Yoshivas, yes, Greg. I think absolutely has been Yoshi's biggest fan this year.
Yeah.
But hey, he's easy to root for. It's easy to see a really, really strong future for our wide receivers with Yoshi Voss having the year that he did. So absolutely. I wanted to say also make sure you're voting for Jordan Battle for the Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week. I put the link in the description and I have tweeted about it. So make sure you guys are voting for him. His brother Jordan is really active on social media and was saying like there's only been one other defensive player to win this Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week thing. So he would only be the second defensive player to win it. So that would be a huge deal. And he's up against some pretty stiff competition. So, I think if we can all really hammer that vote, that would be super, super awesome. So, all right. Well, I don't know. I feel like I don't really want to dwell too much on the Browns game, even though it was great, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to just talk about all the great memories we had kind of overall. So we'll do a we meet to talk with all of our favorite memories, if that's okay with everyone. All right, we need to talk. Brought to you by Brimminghorn Meadery. Code Tigress gets you 15% off 2 or more bottles of mead. We appreciate them. So, what was your? If you guys had to pick like a favorite moment, what would you guys pick for this year? I mean, I feel like there were a lot of them. It's hard to pick just one, but
my favorite moment was in San Francisco when Joe just like Houdini'd his way out of 2 or 3 tackles and still got the first down, since that was right in front of me and I got to see it like in real life time and hear my boss go, "How did that just happen?" And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, that was Joe Shiesty. Joe Shiesty came to San Francisco. It's going to be a long day for you, buddy."
Oh my God.
It was a great day for me. That's what I knew that day was going to be the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I feel like, trips are always fun anyways, but then to have that game go like it did, I asked everybody on Twitter what their favorite moment was, and I forget, I'm going to pull it up right now, but so a lot of people said the San Francisco game. Yeah, Laura Johnson said the Niners game. I'm going to mess up this name so bad, and I'm so sorry, but Siobhan Roy said the 49ers and Vikings games. So yeah, a lot of people, JB at WHODEY JB said the entire 49ers game. So yeah, a lot of people, that was one of their best memories from the season. And I have to agree, because I feel like that was the moment. And looking back, it's so sad now to think of this, but that was the moment that we all were like, okay, Joe is back. He's 100% healthy now. Look at him scrambling around and Houdiniing himself and being shiesty and everything else. So I feel like that was the moment that we were all like, yes, Joe is back. Now this is going to be different. Now this is our real team. This is who we really are. And then, obviously didn't last long, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that was a lot of people's a really good moment for a lot of people.
And I feel like Jacksonville was kind of like a second wind of that. It was a trip. So I was obviously like super excited, but it was like a lot of people's expectations were down. Even me and Caleb, when we were on our drive down, we were like, you know what? It's going to be fun and we'll put up a fight, and win or lose, it's going to be a great trip. And for it to go the way that it did and to give us so much hope in Jake, it was really exciting and fun. And it made it a fun team to root for, even after the Burrow injury.
Absolutely. I mean, and I wrote that one down too, because I had, even though I was like on my deathbed for the entire trip, I felt terrible. But yeah, 100% that. Like, I think a lot of people just didn't really know what to expect. They went down to that game. Just, a lot of us, me included, made our plans to go to that game before the season even started. So we had no clue what was going to be going on at the time when we made those plans. So the fact that not only was it a great game, Jake Browning had a great start. He had a great game, and to take it into overtime and then to win in overtime, I really feel like showed the mental toughness of our guys, the talent of our guys. It was just really it was just a complete game from start to finish. And I really, really appreciated that from everybody. I feel like the best part about this team is that when Joe Burrow went down, nobody blinked an eye. Everybody was just right back in it. Everybody was ready to go. Everybody had Jake Browning's back. Everybody was supportive. Everybody was really, I think, rallied around everyone to try and make the best of that situation. And heck, they almost got into the playoffs. So it's crazy to think that and this has been the season, I think, of the backup quarterback. A couple of people have said that already, but yeah, I really appreciated that for sure.
Yeah, for how long have we been hearing from this team? It's always the next man up, and I think this season they really proved that it really doesn't matter which position it is. It's next man up. You got to play for your brothers on the team, the other guys that come in and do battle with you on the field every day. So it was nice to see that nobody gave up.
Yeah. And you got to think these guys want to win, they want to win so bad. They want to win more than we want them to win. They're playing for their own pride and their own futures and their own future contracts, wherever they may be. And so I really feel like we really got their best from everyone. But Jules is here. She says, hey, Jules. Thanks for being here. Greg says, favorite moment was the T. Higgins catch. Yes, a couple people mentioned that on Twitter as well. Yeah, the impossible catch. That was amazing. Christine says, a hi from Bingo.
I love you so much.
She's been in this town like a week and she's already playing bingo? What?
Oh, I love that so much.
I want to go to bingo. I hope you're at like a recreation center or something like.
Yeah, where are you playing bingo?
Give us the deets on the bingo, Christine, please. Wayne Downey says, being shiesty, you know how he be, LOL. Yeah, absolutely. And yes, Wayne agrees. Niners game was the high point. Agreed. What's up, Rob? Rob's here. He says, Houday all. Houday, Rob. Thanks for being here. And yeah, she says nose tackle mattered. Well, yeah, Rob says we played 16 games that mattered. Hashtag thankful. Absolutely. I'm very thankful. I think back to the 2019 season, it wasn't that long ago. It feels like a lifetime ago, but it was not that long ago. Rob says once again, thank you all. Thank all you ladies for helping me keep my sanity at BW3's dealing with Ravens and Berg fans. Did that work? Did that button work?
Yeah, it worked.
Okay. Can't tell. I have a lot of new buttons. I don't know what they all do, but I think I got that one right. All right, good. Yeah, Rob, thoughts and prayers on that situation for sure. Rebecca says Jacksonville was so good. There were basically no expectations. It was amazing just to reset things, and it really got everyone reinvested. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, Jules, no bingo invite for us either. So we're going to talk about this later in the group chat, I think. But yeah, let's all go to bingo. Oh yeah, Tyler says striping the jungle. Absolutely. Versus the Billies. I like that. The Billies.
The Billies.
I haven't heard that one. I like the Buffaloes, but I like the Billies too. Stranger 4420 says Bleepsburg. Yeah. We try to keep it clean on here. We do our best. We don't always succeed, but Yash says bingo is better in England. All right. Yash, I'd be interested to know, have you played bingo in the States? That's the real question. Wayne says, I've been watching this team since 1987. I know what a disappointing season. Yes, you do, Wayne. We still have it good right now, 100%. I mean, anytime we can get a winning season, I will never ever take that for granted, because we had plenty of losing seasons that we all sat through. So 100%. Greg says the Bills game was very awesome, especially when Corey Dillon came to town. Yes, that is still, I think I was having an out-of-body experience the entire time that he was in town, because I was like, this can't be real. Like, how is this legend sitting here right now at this table with us?
And he was so freaking nice.
So nice.
Just the nicest, most down-to-earth human being. Was happy to talk to everybody, like take a picture with everybody. Just, that was such a fun night.
And if you watch Strawberry Ice's show, Sports with Strawberry Ice, sports from a West Side point of view. I watch Greg's show, and on Mondays they have Corey, and it's funny because when Corey started coming on Jeff's show on Mondays, I was like, are they like bribing him to do this? Like, how are they getting him to do this? And then come to find out, he genuinely likes hanging out with these guys, and I'm like, that's like incredible. Like, all right, you went down. All right, baby wants down. But yeah, it's so amazing to me that he is such a big star and, Super Bowl winner. Unfortunately, I was with the Patriots, but just has had all this success, and he wants to come back to Cincinnati and hang out with Jeff and my husband and Greg at Midwest Best Barbecue and Holy Grail Tavern, and you know what I mean. Like that was just so incredible. So I am. Whew, that was absolutely incredible. And yeah, Striping the Jungle. I mean, the fact that that was completely fan driven and 100% just everybody on their own figuring it out. I thought that was just absolutely amazing. Whiteout is amazing again.
Yeah.
We're good at white.
How about that woman who did the PSA for Striping the Jungle? She was fabulous.
That was so funny. So they were like, it's funny because my dad asked me about that, which is hilarious because I really don't talk to my dad that much. And I called him. When did I talk to him? On Christmas, or it was a couple days after Christmas because I was working. But he called and he was like, "I saw that video where you were telling everybody to strengthen jungle," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny," because he's not on social media, so I have no clue where he saw this video. But it's funny because like when we went down there, they were like, "Oh, let's film some fun stuff about Striping the Jungle." And we're like, "Oh yeah, sure, let's do it." And then we filmed so much stuff, like literally so much stuff that I don't think ever saw the light of day. But that PSA, I did it like 4 times, and they were like, we wanted to be like really like old school, like really serious, like PSA, like what can happen if they don't do it, like all this stuff. And so I was like going into like all this stuff, and I was like, local tigers will be crying, and the Ohio River will rise and everything will flood. There'll be famine and pestilence. I don't even remember. I was just like going on and on, and they literally cut out like the very first part. They're like, "That's enough."
Oh, that's great.
It's always fun. It's always fun working with the social media team. I think the social media team is tops. I think they do such a fantastic job, and it's always a real honor and a pleasure and a privilege to get to work with them. Rob says kittens won't get adopted. That's a good one, Rob. I did not put that one in there, but I should have. That's amazing. Sydney's here. What's up, Sydney? She says hi, y'all. Hi, Sydney. Thanks for being here. Dalton says week 2. Getting to tailgating at 7:30 a.m. Okay, all right, this is his favorite memory. Okay, walking all over the place to take in all experiences of WHODEY tailgating, 24,000 plus steps that day. Wow, Dalton, that's pretty impressive. But I was gonna say that opening weekend, the weekend of the home opener, which was it the second game? I can't remember now. But everyone being together, it was so much fun with everybody and hanging out with everybody. And I'm so glad that Dalton was able to come with us or be there, I should say, and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, there was a lot of really good for all the bad stuff. There's a lot of good stuff. Let's see what else I wrote down. Oh, when we did the stadium tour with Christine and then Zach Taylor happened to be there.
Yeah. That was amazing.
I had something to do with it. I was like, that was not. I wish I could take credit for that. That was 100% not me. But that was amazing.
AJ Green retired a Bengal.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say?
AJ Green retiring a Bengal this year.
Yes, and coming back and ruling the jungle. That was amazing. Yeah. What's up, Darth? That's okay. We don't mind that you're late. We're glad you're here. Thank you. Oh, Dalton tried Skyline for the first time while he was here. That's so interesting. I'm always really interested when people try it for the first time because I feel like it's not, I don't know, it's not for everybody. And I will fully admit that. So
I always warn people because I feel like if you take out like the regular chili aspect of like what people think it is going into it, then they're gonna like it a little bit better. But when you've got a preconceived notion in your head that it's like Texas chili, like
yes.
Right.
you're gonna bite into it like, what is this?
And you're 100% right, Jerry. And that's exactly what Kayla Kasky was saying when she tells people about it. She's like, it is not chili like what you're thinking about chili. It is sauce. And oh yeah, Rob nailed it. It's not chili, it's meat sauce. Yes, 100%. It's not chili. And Dalton loved it. Oh, I'm so glad.
Okay.
But yeah,
I have a question. Do you guys put chili and cheese with spaghetti, like when you're having regular chili? Because I do that and it's the best.
I don't. Wait, what do you mean? Like
when you're having just like when not skyline chili, but like regular chili with like tomatoes and stuff, I always make it with spaghetti and put like shredded cheese on it.
I don't.
I've never made chili.
Oh, really?
I don't cook. I've never made chili.
I don't cook much.
If I eat chili, it's skyline chili, and I like Wendy's chili, which I think is more like a more traditional type chili. But I don't cook.
Hunter,
my kid's brainwashed. She thinks that all spaghetti is chili. Whenever we have spaghetti, she's like, "Can I have more chili, please?" She's so Cincinnati.
Oh, that's funny. She calls everything's chili.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is so funny. Oh, Darth says I have. Okay. Rebecca says I have for sure, but not preferred. Okay. Rebecca does not prefer it. Cornbread. Okay. Real chili, no spaghetti. Definitely still cheese though. Yeah, I put cheese on. I would put literally cheese on anything, I think. But
same.
Yeah. Also being up in Canton for Ken Riley's way long overdue enshrinement in Canton. That was amazing. So that was a lot of fun. We get to be in the parade, and then we got to go hear all the speeches and everything, and that was a lot of fun.
I actually had a lot of fun this last game. Like, I don't know if it's because like there weren't any expectations and it was a really fun game to be at. Our section was partying the whole time. We were like dancing. They had they're trying to get a first down chant started. I was like, when did you guys come up with this? They were like, we just started it. So by the end of the game, like we were all just like every first down, we were like, yeah, we got to do like our little chant. The guys that dress up as Bigfoot were like behind us, just dancing the whole time, having like the time of their lives. And I was really pleasantly surprised that like the stadium was as packed as it was.
Me too.
Considering,
honestly.
And it wasn't like all Browns fans. And I only heard one bark the entire time.
Oh, I heard a few.
Bark. And then they didn't have much to bark about.
There were quite a few in my section, but they were all gone at time.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the guys who sat right next to me were Browns fans, but I will say they were nice. They were respectful. They were nice. They were fine. But I did hear some barking, and I thought it was hilarious, especially when I was walking out. They were barking, and I was like, okay, good for you. I don't know. I personally don't act like that in other people's stadiums. No. And I get it. Like, not everybody feels the same, clearly, but it just amazes me, the behavior from people, especially like, did you guys see that story about the Bills fan that was shot in Miami? Yeah. Like, seriously, that stuff really is like, it's never far from my mind that if I'm at another person's stadium, like something bad could happen. Like, I'm constantly trying to be polite, trying to be respectful, trying to go with the flow and do what everybody else is doing. And I'm not saying that it's his fault that he, lost his life. Unfortunately, he's only 30 years old. I mean, that's tragic, but I feel like it's just amazing to me when I see what people act like in other stadiums. And I'm like, I don't know. I pray for your safety. That's all I'm going to say. But
I always try to like make friends with everybody around. Like,
me too.
I'm
nice.
Me too. Yeah. Like, you want to see pictures of my child? I'm a mother. I need to get home. Like,
seriously. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Bridget's here. Hi, friends. Bridget. Well, again, I sent you a link, you jerk. She's at her work party. But Yeah, the barking is dumb. Not sorry. I have to agree, Rob. I don't know. Isn't your mascot the little troll elves? Like, why are you barking? I don't get it. Yeah, Rob says there's a cool party atmosphere in 114 as well. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Yeah, I mean, I'm always having a good time, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that everybody was there. And honestly, to hear Zach say that it was cool to see all the fans there and everything else, I thought was really awesome. So, other favorite memories. Oh, training camp is always a good time. And then the Up and Adams show was there. Kay Adams was there the one day, and that was really awesome that she came down. I just love Kay Adams. I love that she is just like unapologetically a Bengals fan and is always doing the work and not taking the lazy takes and being an advocate for the Bengals and what we're trying to do instead of just recycling old worn out cliches about teams of the past like literally everyone else does. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate her for that. So I was glad she got to come to training camp. Arizona was a lot of fun. We had a good time in Arizona. I think that's all. Those are all the ones that I wrote down. So thank you everyone for
contract extension. Technically
Oh
happened
yeah.
this season, during the first game of the season, not our first game, but the first football game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic.
Cav just said his favorite memory was getting to be friends with Corey and Arlette. Yeah, he was not present when we talked about them already, but yeah, I forgot to mention Arlette, Corey's girlfriend Arlette. She was so sweet. I couldn't believe how sweet she was. She was so awesome. Let's see. Let's read through some of these memories on Twitter. BDJ. I hope that stands for what I think it stands for. Whiteout, Monday Night Football, and how tough Joe was. The road game in San Francisco. We were louder than the home crowd. And Jerry, is that true?
Oh yeah, you
Jake's
could hear the WHODEYs.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I was watching it at Holy Grail, which was so much fun, but I don't know that I heard all of that. Stretch TD, yep. A lot of good moments amongst the disappointments. Absolutely. Tyler Bowles said he showed the big group picture we took, and he said this was the preseason game against the Packers. Thankful for Greg for the invite, and after this moment, many great memories were had as the season went on, and it all started with this. And he showed this. I don't know, you guys remember this?
Oh yeah,
picture with all of us. Yeah, that was a good time. And then Dalton said going to Cincinnati. Yep. What else? Greg said every time Andre Yosivach scored. I looked it up. He scored 4 times. 2 of them were on Sunday. But I had to look up to remember when the other ones were. I knew he'd had a couple because I remember. Because every time we scored, Greg, I thought of you. Because you are the biggest Yosivach fan.
It was his early birthday present to him.
Yeah, exactly. He knew, Greg. John David said the Minnesota game is going to be a hard game to ever forget, so to speak. I'm going to have to say that. Anna Rose says, hands down, attending the Stripe the Jungle game. That was absolutely incredible. Yep. Fro said, JB6 lighting the pilot light of hope. Absolutely. Amanda said the stretch touchdown from T. Higgins. Yes. I think that blew everyone's mind. Yeah, I'll never forget that as long as I live. And then no thanks is the guy's name. No thanks. Said every single Cam Taylor Britt INT. Absolutely. Cam Taylor Britt was amazing this year. I'm so sad that he was injured because I think if he had played a full season, he would absolutely be in the Pro Bowl. And I hope for that for him for next year because he was incredible. It was so great getting to see his charity get off the ground and things like that. And so, yeah, absolutely. Cam Taylor Britt was a great memory. And yeah, thanks to Mama Courtney for being so awesome always. And the whole Juice gang. The Mama Bear said, striping the jungle, incredible display of fan enthusiasm and unique to the Bengals. Absolutely. I'm not going to read the last one. That was not a nice one. I'm going to block that person right now. 1 second. Anyway, yeah, I think honestly a lot of really great memories from this season, unexpectedly so. I know nobody really wanted it to turn out this way. But I think that overall it was great. Sydney said, thankfully not. Wait, hold on. I'm behind. Watching the 49ers win at an FC bar and then going to watch them win in the playoffs. Yes, that was. Oh yeah, yeah. So I did the same thing. Sid. Watched the 49ers game at Holy Grail, and then I went to the FC game, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah. What's I gonna say? Oh, Christina's here. She says, "Yay, you're still going, LOL, WHODEY." And the UC women won. Yay, Christina. Christina has season tickets to the UC women's basketball team, and I got to go with her and McKenna a couple weeks ago, and it was a lot of fun. So I highly recommend going if you like women's basketball. It was a lot of fun. But all right. Well, let's see. Let's do some conspiracy theories. I think we may have a few conspiracy
Jerry.
Oh, we still got the sock. Dobby still has the sock. Dobby is free. What was I going to say? Oh, did you guys watch the Colts Texans game? Did anyone notice that the Colts lost that game the exact same way the Bengals lost that game against the Texans? The Texans have now won 2 games because somebody dropped a pass that hit them in the hands. Just saying. I don't know. Script writers, I don't know. Just saying. But while we're on the subject for scripts, has anyone noticed that the next Super Bowl is LIX, which spells licks, like a kitty cat licks?
I like this.
I just need the graphics for next year to come out with the Bengals colors with orange being at the bottom of the graphic because we know what that indicates.
I'm still interested. So this year, maybe I'm late to the party, but this year is the first year that I knew that was a thing. And so now I'm like really waiting to see who wins the Super Bowl to decide if this is a legitimate thing or not. Because if so, then my mind is blown. I don't know.
Yeah. The bottom color this year is purple, so I don't think we'll be very happy if that comes true this year.
I hope it doesn't. That way I can see it doesn't mean anything at all. And you guys are just crazy.
Yeah.
I hope.
We'll see.
But I think that if there really are script writers, you couldn't script it any better than the Bengals winning their first Super Bowl ever in New Orleans with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, the guys that won so many games in New Orleans. I really feel like that is destiny, in my opinion. But
isn't Jamar from New Orleans?
Yeah, he is.
Think about the massive party that would be after that game. Just pandemonium.
I mean, we partied our butts off when we won there in the regular season. I mean, we had a parade and everything. I mean, I've still got my Mardi Gras mask, my orange and black Mardi Gras mask. I am ready to go to New Orleans next year.
Yeah, I think I was 9 months pregnant and just like, oh, you guys look like you're having so much fun. I'm not jealous at all.
We were, but don't be too jealous because it literally monsooned on us as we were walking like 2 blocks back to the hotel, and we were soaked to the bone. We looked like little drowned rats when we got back to the hotel. So you did miss that.
But it was more fun because we won that game. If we wouldn't have won that game, I'm sure
me and Winnie were talking about that. We're like, if we had had to walk in the rain like this after a loss, I would have been inconsolable. But we won, so we didn't care. We were bopping all around. We didn't care. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's sort of meant to be. So we'll have to wait and see.
Keep manifesting it.
I'm manifesting it for sure.
I have a little bit of a theory.
Okay.
So, quite a few weeks ago at this point, I had brought up the whole the YouTuber Mr. Beast
Yes.
cosplaying as an NFL player for the Buccaneers, and then the
Yes.
Buccaneers won their division.
They won their
So
division? Oh, wow.
they won
I
the
didn't know that.
division, and they have Baker Mayfield as quarterback. So there's some sort of
Hilarious.
something going on. And
Yeah.
then during the last game, they put up on the Jumbotron the YouTuber Ethan Klein from the H3 podcast, which has like 3 million subs on YouTube. So
Wow.
maybe to win the division, we just have to reel him in as a fan. Like maybe we're starting to court him in order to.
Oh,
So
I like it. I
I
like
don't
it.
know. Just some real big brain theories going on.
I like it. I like it. I really feel like, yeah, leaning into the whole influencer thing, like that mailman guy that's on,
Yeah.
Instagram. That guy is so funny. And, they had him at the game. Was it 2 weeks ago that the Bengals had him on the sideline,
so.
for pregame? And we won that game, right? Did we win that game? Was
Mhm.
that Minnesota? Yeah. So, hey, maybe they just need to lean into the influencer thing and just embrace it and go with it.
And how
Honestly.
wonderful is it that like we have a team that like knows memes now and like can like do internet jokes? Like that's so
Yes.
fun.
I know. I'm telling you, the social media team is incredible. They've killed it this year. They've done such a great job.
They really have.
Rob says, "Hey, if you come out here for the Bengals versus New York Giants game, can you bring Skyline chili, please?"
Cans aren't the same.
Yeah. I mean, we can bring the bags, we can bring the cans, we can bring all the things that are available in the grocery stores. I think if we actually brought Skyline chili from the drive-thru, it might be a little not as fresh when we got there, but yeah, we could bring some cans and some bags of it. I like that they sell in the bags so you can just microwave the whole bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's convenient. Again,
my dad is so funny because he'll order them for us, and I'm like, we have the Skyline here in Clearwater, but you
really
can also
sweet,
get it in Publix and in Walmart. But he still like has it specially shipped to my house.
Aw.
That's
like,
so sweet though.
It's really sweet.
I know.
I think you can get the oyster crackers on Amazon too, but I feel like that's the thing that's like those are just special. I mean, obviously the chili is, but the oyster crackers I feel like are really hard to replicate because we have little baggies of oyster crackers at work and they are not the same. They're like, I forget what brand they are, but they are not the same as the Skyline crackers. What'd you say? Yeah, my chihuahuas love them. Yeah, just chihuahuas love them. Yeah, those little beggars like anything. I've seen them eat broccoli before. They will literally eat broccoli. They eat it like this.
Oh,
they're like, why is it tickling me? But yeah, they love it. Yeah, Kayla, I agree. And yes, our social media team's been amazing this year. They've done a really, really great job. So very, very thankful for them. And I'm really thankful that I feel like this team is really in the past couple of years, they've really kind of gotten with the times and they've gotten younger people excited about this team because that's what we need. That's the sustainability. I mean, the old guys that have always been there are always going to be there. It's the new fans, the new kids, the kids that are excited about Joe Burrow, the kids that can go on Twitter and Instagram and think that the team is doing funny things that are, in TikTok even and things like that. So I think that I'm really proud of how our team has grown their social media presence and things like that. And then going back to the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, the Eagles got second place. And you know how many followers they have on Twitter? I looked. They have like 3.8 million followers on Twitter. The Bengals have like 1.4 million followers on Twitter. Like we have a fraction of the followers that they have. And we blew everybody out of the water with votes. So I really feel like that's our fan base. That's kind of what we do.
I think we all need to thank Cap for a lot of those votes.
Yeah.
Cap deserves all of our thanks. He probably had 2 million votes. The rest of us probably had 0.4 million votes. Rebecca says it's not fully scripted, but maybe they want certain outcomes to prevail. No shot they planned the year of the backup. Yeah. But I think they can still, use calls and refereeing to kind of force their will on things. But yeah.
Yeah.
See, I just thought of a conspiracy theory. So you know how at the beginning of the season, it was the writer's strike. So that's why this season is so trash, because there were no good writers because they were all on strike. So they all had to come up with their own stuff. And we know
they had some crappy writers like
right.
Everyone gets hurt.
It's like, wouldn't this be great? Wouldn't this be great? Wouldn't this be interesting? No.
Oh my gosh.
I love this theory. I'm obsessed.
I think you're right, Jerry. That sucks.
Because I don't think they they were striking until what, like middle of the season? I think November, maybe October.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Man. All right. I don't like it.
We're gonna get it together for next year, guys.
Yeah. At least the writers are back now.
Yes, exactly. The writers are back.
Leave it to the professionals.
They got everything they wanted. All right. Any other conspiracy theories? Anybody? No.
Take our crowns off. Our tinfoil crowns. Your literal tinfoil crown.
Kat made this for me.
It's beautiful.
I love it. I'm keeping it forever. Bridge is back. Travis Kelce's people were the only ones left in the writer's room. What? Oh, all right. Well, looking ahead to the draft and to next season, the only good thing is that we've got a little bit of an easier schedule next year. I think we had the hardest schedule by almost every metric this year. So the fact that we were able to come out of that 9-8, I think is really, really awesome. But Rob asked earlier in the show, he said, I know it's the season finale, but are you ladies going to have a draft stream on here, draft night, maybe a live tailgate for the draft? I know it's early, but had to ask. Yeah, we'll see. I don't have any plans yet, but yeah, maybe. I don't really get into the draft as much because I don't really watch a lot of college football.
Yeah, same.
My favorite teams. So I don't really get into all the. I listen to what people are saying. Like I've heard a lot about Brock Bowers and I've heard a lot about other stuff, but I don't. I hear a doggy. But I don't really get super into all the mock drafts. I've never in my life made a mock draft and things like that. But
I'm lucky to know like the names in the first
usually
round.
I usually don't know them, to be honest with you. But I'm excited for it. I hope that they can get some good I think get some good players. I think they did a good job on this last draft. I mean, I think we're all happy with. I think all of us, even not just Greg, but all of us are happy with this draft with Andre and everybody else. But so home games for next year: Broncos, Raiders, Eagles, Commanders, and Patriots. And I think those are, Broncos. I have no clue what they're gonna do at quarterback. I don't know what their plans are. Who knows?
What a mess.
I know.
It's wild. Wild stuff. Raiders, Eagles. Eagles have been tough, but they've kind of fallen apart here at the end of the year. So I'm not sure what
I feel like that'll be a fun game.
Yeah, I think that will definitely be a fun game. They have, I think that who's their guy? Swift, that running back. He's really fun to watch. He's really good.
Let's hope he has an off day that day.
Yeah.
Commanders beatable, Patriots beatable. All these teams are beatable, honestly, on the right day. So, away games, Cowboys, they've been playing well and they play really well at home, so that'll be tough. Chiefs again,
and it's always there. We never play them at home. It feels like.
Well, we did like 2 years ago.
Once.
Ugh. I feel like we play 2 years in a row, every other week, and it's always at Arrowhead.
I know. Well, I'm just. Ugh. It's just it's just like the grossest place I've ever been. Like, I don't mind going to away games. Like, I like seeing other cities and I like seeing other stadiums, but if I never go back to Arrowhead, it'll be too soon. I was talking to Dusko with Fans of Cincy today, and I said if I never go back to Arrowhead, it will be too soon. And if I find myself there, I'm either having a nightmare or I've died and gone to hell, because it was literally, it was just awful. It was just awful, and just the whole planning of it was just stupid. Like there's literally like a Taco Bell, a gas station, a Roach Motel. Those are the 3 things that you could walk to around that stadium. That's it. Like there's literally,
I think there was a Denny's
side of the highway. A what? A Denny's?
Across the highway.
Oh, see, I wasn't really willing to cross the highway. So I was literally looking at like, what can I get to from this? You walk up and everything's on a giant hill. So it's like you're walking up the hill, you're getting this like really great like glutes and hammy workout as you're walking up this ridiculous hill. And then you get to the top and there's literally nothing. And you're trying to get a Uber or a Lyft and they keep canceling on you and you're freezing to death. And I thought I was going to die there. And then finally I got picked up by an Uber, and it was the most unhinged Uber I've ever been in my entire life. This guy was just going on and on. And now, trust me, I love a good conspiracy theory, right? But this man was crazy, and he was not kidding. Like, I mean, like, we are mostly kidding when we're talking about these conspiracy theories. This guy was just going on and on about how the Bengals never should have beat the Bills, and they had no business being there. And I'm just like, I waited 2 hours for this Uber. Every single other one of them has canceled on me, and I'm going to die in this Uber.
I would have just opened the door and just rolled my way out of there. But like, how should we have never beaten the Bills? Like, that was like one of the more convincing games of the year that we had last year.
This man was really dumb. I don't even know. It was just crazy. Sorry, I'm missing comments here. Rob says a game out here would be awesome. Just saying. Hey, we might go. 21 and 22 was at home. Yeah, the Chiefs were at home on this. So now we have to play them for 2 years. I don't want to play. I'm tired of playing them, period. Like, always late in the season. It's cold there, y'all. Like, I don't want to go. But anyway, Chargers, that'll be fun. Being out in LA. Hopefully we'll get to go to that, visit some friends out there, like our friend Mike and Matherin and our friend Ryan. Giants, that's in New York, so maybe we'll go see you, Rob. And Panthers and Titans. So Panthers, we went and saw the Panthers in 2018, I believe, out in Carolina, and that was a lot of fun. It was like an 8-hour drive, so I would prefer to fly, but definitely drivable. And their fans are really, really nice. So we had a good time there, and their stadium is like in civilization. So, that's always a plus. Titans is always a good time.
They'll still have Andy next year?
I don't know. Oh man, that's a good thought. And Hayden and all our friends, all our dudes. That'd be fun. It'd be fun to go see them.
Vaughn.
Vaughn Bell. I'm so sad about him. Oh. I am still sad. What did Cap say? Those fans call us poverty. But how poverty do you have to be to drop a professional football team in the middle of nowhere and no modern thought to travel? And why all the damn hate? Oh, yeah. I feel like I talk about this a lot. I'm still upset about this hay situation. I definitely talked about this last week. But there is like hay everywhere, and I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I still have hay on my really nice hat. Yeah, the Banks versus a Field and Danny's Edge Cincinnati. Yeah. I don't or Denny's. Yeah, sorry. Denny's. Yeah. I don't get it, and I don't know why anyone would want to go there. Which I think is weird, because it's like, I feel like tourism, you would want to make your city a place where other fans want to visit so that you can increase your, like, I feel like that's how it is with the Reds. Like, a lot of baseball fans want to go to Cincinnati because they want to go to Great American Ballpark. They want to go see, their team in a city that's affordable and has, a lot of fun things around. I feel like it's not a good business decision to have your stadium on the side of a highway where no one can get in or out. There's no ride sharing. There's no parking. There's literally nothing. And the people who parked there, who had Cincinnati stuff on their cars, were telling horrible stories about how their windows got broken and like all this stuff. So, it's just. Ugh. Yeah, people might actually die this weekend.
0 degrees and
yeah.
walking a mile to find an Uber.
I mean, Bridget was hitchhiking when she went there, which we do not condone that behavior at all. So luckily, Bridget did not die, but yeah. Rob says, and people give us a hard time about Hilltop. Yeah, it's not even close. It's no place I want to go. Titans, Nashville's always a good, easy trip. Somebody did say though, somebody commented on my tweet that the Titans are getting a new stadium in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But
I think it's like another $2 billion stadium.
Wow. I liked Nashville Stadium because you could walk there. Like my criteria for a place that I want to go is like walkable. Like I can stay in my hotel and I can walk there because I really hate trying to find a ride at these places.
Yeah.
I really hate trying to find parking in these places where I don't know. And usually it's not my car. It's not my own vehicle. It's a rental vehicle. So it's like, I don't like, I would prefer to just be able to walk myself because I am a control freak and I want to be able to be in control of where I am and where I'm going and how I can get there. And yeah, Bridget, that's disgusting. True story. Rode on a dirty mattress. If we hadn't won, would have been the worst day of my life. Yeah, well, that's how I felt, Bridget, because the time that I went, we did not win, which is another reason why I won't go back because maybe it was me. Okay, maybe I'm the drama there. I don't know, but oh, they're getting us a stadium that looks like a record player.
That's pretty cool, actually.
That's crazy. Good for them. I like, how wild is it that Vrabel got fired?
I know.
That's crazy. All these coaching shenanigans today.
Pete Carroll's not.
That was so bizarre because like there were so many different stories about what was going on. They're like,
I'm still confused with that.
We're gonna keep him as a consultant. And they were like, really, what does that look like? And they're like, we don't know. And then Pete Carroll was like, yeah, I was fighting really hard for that coaching position. And they were like, nah.
I feel like it's like a forced retirement kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like let's just be friends. It's not you, it's me.
He was so sweet when he was talking about his wife and like crying. I'm just like, oh.
I don't mind Pete Carroll. I think he's probably a cool guy. All right. What'd you say?
I'm gonna miss shirtless Pete Carroll.
Cap says he's gonna miss shirtless Pete Carroll.
Oh yeah.
Cap went to the interview shirtless, so he took his shirt off.
Oh, I don't remember that. Cap said DK Metcalf came into an interview shirtless, and so then Pete Carroll also came into the interview shirtless. That's really funny.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of unhinged.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying I like a little bit of having an unhinged coach.
Yeah, and he's funny. He came out looking pretty good too after the Russell Wilson trade.
Yeah. Oof, that is messy.
Yep.
That is messy. Christina says, do you think Callahan will leave? And who do you think we should look at to replace him? Sorry if I discussed. No, we did not discuss that yet, Christina. Man, I don't know. I hope we don't lose anybody. Sam White went shirtless. Wow. They showed it at the draft. They showed shirtless Pete at the draft. Okay. All right. Good deal.
Could you imagine Zach doing that?
That was so funny.
His poor children, I'm sure, would be mortified for one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Zach's a funny guy. I thought it was so funny when he was like, yeah, fans, have that extra drink. And then in the stadium, they play that video where it's like, have an extra, and they're like, water. They like dub like water over it.
I want them to play that from now on because that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I think they played it 2 weeks ago or whenever. I feel like they've played it more than once. So I hope that's here to stay. I love everything they were doing. They're doing such a good job. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you guys see the Amazon one with Cap's face on it? It's like, how do you order noise or whatever? And it's just Cap's face and it looks like an Amazon listing.
I didn't see that one.
He missed it the first time. And I was like, you were just on there. And he was like, what? And then the last time he saw it, and he was like, oh, man. I was like, yeah. Your whole face. What'd you say? It's true. We spent a lot of money on Amazon. Like, I can get this tomorrow. Yes, I need this tomorrow.
By the way, we got Amazon today.
We got Amazon today. All right.
Same.
Good deal. Good deal. We got basically all of our everything that we need in this life comes from Amazon.
Yeah.
But, all right. Well, I don't know if I've got anything else. Thank you guys all so much for a great season. It's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next season. I think it's just going to keep getting better. Honestly, if we can stay healthy, that's going to be the big thing. And if we can stay healthy, I think this team can really go far. I'm excited for the future with this team. I think we've got the right guys in the building. So I really hope that we can continue to build on this success. And I trust that Zach and Duke, shout out to Duke Tobin, because I think especially in the past couple of years, he's done a really, really fantastic job with personnel, and obviously Elizabeth and Caroline, everybody in the building, Katie, everybody's doing a really great job with everything. So I put my trust in them, put my faith in them, and then and yeah, I'm really excited to see. Rebecca says return of the WHODEY. Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys see Joe Burrow's Instagram where he's like, Return of the Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
We love our Star Wars nerds.
Hube, tell me about Return of the Jedi. And
Cap wants to hear about Return of the Jedi.
what is it with the hand and stuff, and what happens in Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
What hand did...
Is it the same hand? Yeah. So Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker gets his hand cut off and then, gets a robotic hand. Is it the same hand? That'd be funny if it was.
We need some fact checkers.
I thought it was his left. Didn't Joe hurt his left or his right? No,
he
hurt his right.
Hurt his throwing hand.
Yeah. So I thought Luke Skywalker got his left hand cut off, but I could be wrong about that. I don't exactly remember, but yeah, comes back and kills the Emperor, and I don't know who's the Emperor.
About aliens?
Who's the Emperor? He got a robotic one. He got like
and they rebuilt Joe's?
Yeah. They rebuilt his hand.
Joe's a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Star Wars fan.
He's
Yeah.
going to slay the Emperor.
Yeah, he's going to slay the Emperor. Who's the Emperor? Is it
whoever wins the Super Bowl?
Vince Lombardi Trophy.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is the Emperor. He's going to do the lightning and then fall into like a chasm in the Death Star and then get blown up or something. I don't know.
I feel like it would be Goodell, because I still feel like he has like some personal beef with the Bengals. And by us defying all the odds and winning the Super Bowl would be like the biggest, to Goodell.
I love that.
Oh, so Rob says it was his right hand and Luke Skywalker's right hand. So, hey. Ooh.
He knew what he was saying.
The plot thickens. I mean, Joe Burrow is a smart guy. I don't think he doesn't just say things. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't tweet ever. He doesn't post a lot on Instagram. And I think everything that he says truly has a lot of weight behind it. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Thanks, Rebecca, for bringing that up. Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be originally Return of the Jedi was supposed to be called Revenge of the Jedi, because I watched this on my Star Wars bonus DVDs that I got for Christmas when I was in the 11th grade, because when I was a child, we only had 3 Star Wars movies to watch. Mm-hmm. So I watched 3 Star Wars movies over and over and over again. And then I would get like the bonus DVDs and I would watch, and I've literally seen every like behind the scenes, every special, everything that was ever made on Star Wars, before the prequels came out and before obviously all the stuff we have now. We've got like more than we can ever dream of now with Disney Plus. But back in the day, all I had was my original trilogy and my bonus DVDs. And so George Lucas said that he originally wanted to call it Revenge of the Jedi, but he did not believe that revenge was the Jedi way. So he called it Return of the Jedi, and then that's why there's a Revenge of the Sith, later on. But
Makes
what
sense.
ended up being episode 3. But yeah, episode 3. Yeah. So so we don't need revenge. We just need everybody back. We just need everybody to return.
I love that.
So
maybe the return to T, because everybody's acting like T's not returning.
Yeah, which is crazy to think that the Bengals wouldn't franchise tag him. I mean,
I know. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Yeah. If they were going to trade him, they would have done it. And they have said multiple times that they're not interested in trading them. Like, how many more times do you want Duke Tobin to say, we are not going to trade him, go get your own wide receiver? Like, we are not going to trade him. So they're either going to get his deal done, or they're going to tag him, or probably, some combination of the two. So yeah. So
I've been seeing some people say that T doesn't want to be here. I'm like, you clearly don't know anything about the Bengals.
Just say you don't know
or this
Just
team.
say you know
yeah,
ball.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you knew football, but you don't. So.
Yeah. Rob says Luke's green lightsaber was blue on the original trailer, changed due to stand/lights. That's interesting, Rob. And that's the one thing is like all of the stuff that I have is remastered, and I wish that I had like the original. I wish they would release like the original stuff on some sort of format that was relevant, because I feel like in order to see the original stuff, you had to have the VHS stuff, and you had to have the VHS player, because everything else has been remastered. So I don't know that I have any of the original stuff anymore. But.
Did you watch it when it was re-released in the theaters for like the 20th or 25th anniversary or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I had ever seen it. I think I was
really?
I was in maybe elementary school, I think.
Oh wait, maybe I didn't then.
Return of the Jedi was always my favorite one. Like I would watch that on like, just repeat.
Because of the VHS. Of the little Ewoks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a lot of people's favorite, because of the little Ewoks and everything. But
I think that's why I was obsessed with Yorkies for the longest time, because they looked like little Ewoks to me.
Yeah.
And Macho sounds just like Chewie. He sounds like Chewbacca all the time. When we won't let him, like, when he has to be on one side of the gate, he'll just like make these noises, and I'm like, Chewie, it'll be okay. Calm down, buddy.
That's so funny. Yeah. So I was obsessed with the original trilogy. I watched them my whole life growing up. And then when I was in high school is when the I know I'm aging myself, but that was when the prequels were coming out.
Yeah.
And so then we would get all dressed up and go stand in line at the movie theater for hours. We would literally stand there, and like our friends would bring us food, and we'd be all dressed up, and it was crazy. We were just nuts for it, because we waited so long for anything. We were just clinging to anything and everything we could get our hands on. And then now it's like, man, my childhood me would have been so obsessed with all this stuff on Disney Plus, because then it's like I read all the books and I read everything. I read a lot of fan fiction, but I didn't get so much into the fan fiction, because then the prequels started coming out, and they kind of like negated a lot of the fan fiction type stuff. But I read a lot of the bounty hunter books, and just all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I love Star Wars. Enough about me and Star Wars. But all right. Well, thank you guys all so much for a great season on Tigress Talk. I really appreciate everybody who tuned in this year, and for stuck with us. And thank you for everybody who's subscribed and followed on Twitter, X. I refuse to call it that. I think that's stupid. But thank you guys all so much, and we'll see it. We'll do something around the draft. Maybe not draft night. Maybe not draft night. But we'll definitely do something to kind of wrap up the draft for sure. And then we'll get going again here during training camp and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys have a good, safe, and fun winter, and get to spend time with family and do fun things. And we'll see you when we come back. All right. WHODEY, everybody.
WHODEY.
WHODEY.